get this season started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Looking for room. It's Clay. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Let's talk for just a second about UTSA. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Mahan. Catch in the middle, it's Clay. Oh, a lot of space. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
The Roadrunners are facing 3rd and inches. Quick release by the QB. There he goes. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The give to the tailback. Across the 45. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
And the Roadrunners have their offense in high gear. Looking downfield on 1st down. And that one's incomplete. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Mahan. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Anderson with the carry. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the tight end. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be first and goal.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
The Roadrunners will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UT San Antonio.
Number 5.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Watkins. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Here's the handoff. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. The Bobcats moving quickly to the line. Wants to go up top. Got out of trouble and throws.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
And the Bobcats are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. Going to try to get it himself. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
4th and 1. I think everybody in the stadium knew what was coming. It was going to be QB sneak, trying to get some push. Quarterback, see if you can find a crease, pick up the first, keep the drive alive.
The Bobcats are rolling down the field. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. Steps away. Trying to escape and get it himself. Turning it on. It's a running room. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bobcats.
It's so nice to be an offensive coordinator when you've got a guy that can do this. What an unbelievable job. Scrambling around, buying time, it doesn't matter. Whatever you want to call it. Running a long way and scoring a touchdown.
And he tacked on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play came on a 61-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Mahad. Looking deep. He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Roadrunners.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain.
UTSA 14, Texas State 7.
So they'll go back to work after changing into the field.
Let's go.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Flips it out on the screen. There he goes. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling past.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
And the Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Bobcats. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll call for the fair catch here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try the right side. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
And the Roadrunners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Takes a handoff. It's Clay. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The Roadrunners are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. To the air, it's Mahan. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Roadrunners decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Let's talk for just a minute about Texas State. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And you watch the right defensive end get in there so fast, rush the passer, get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. I love the replays of these things when you can really hone in on that one guy on the one side and you just watch him go to work.
Punt is on its way. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. At midfield, he's got room. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Roadrunners come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. All right, guys, let's take just a second here and talk about UTSA. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25. But a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
And the Roadrunners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Get it out on the screen. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, you've seen the last two plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon, and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Takes the handoff. It's Clay. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The Roadrunners line it up with a first and goal. try to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UTSA.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Watkins. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he wants it all. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
And they did tack on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Oklahoma is currently ahead early in this one, but they just haven't been able to really pull that schooner ahead offensively. They're up by 7 over New Mexico. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know that.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Looking for space to the left. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. So now it's second and long. Looking to throw, it's Mahan. Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He'll pull it down. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Roadrunners getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Using his feet to buy time. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Corner's going to give them room. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Runners will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They're going to test the right side with this one. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
And the third down pass is incomplete.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the third quarter and get a stop on third, that should really help their confidence.
The Bobcats will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line.
Found a seam on the left. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Mahan. Quickly complete. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Watkins. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way. And you know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and I like the idea. I'm going to keep throwing this guy the football and see if he can get another touchdown.
Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Quarterback had no shot on that play. He had a defender bearing down on him. He knew he was going to get hit. I think he should have just thrown that thing out of bounds. He's lucky that wasn't picked throwing into double coverage.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Slings it downfield. And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
He'll field the punt and look for room. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Clay. Forced out of the pocket. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Clay. The pitch. Got room at the 35. He's loose. Touchdown, Roadrunners. Great job by the back on the option. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Bringing it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He's going up top. Makes a catch down the right side. Finds a seam. Touchdown, Texas State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Liberty has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. They're trailing by 17 to Ball State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Using his legs, it's Clay. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Mahan. Pulls it in, it's Jones. Just has a knack for hitting that move on time. He's out to the 33.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Anderson. And the Roadrunners pick up the first down.
Great job by the running back here on that 3rd down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these 3rd down type plays to move the sticks.
Wants to go up top on first down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. And they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. And that's why that one fell incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Finds his man, it's Anderson. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
UTSA 35, Texas State 28.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. The give out of the gun. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Might as well give it to him again. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. All right, guys, let's chat about Texas State. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter, and I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is. We're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route run. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. ground on first down. Now back to the line. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Watkins. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Bobcats line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to throw again. Scrambling away. He'll pull it down and run. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
Defensively, I think you have different strategies for these situations. The clock is your friend, right? You want that thing to tick. You're up in the 4th quarter, but you don't want to sit back and prevent, because you've heard the saying, you really just prevent yourself from winning.
Finds his man. It's Watkins. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Fires toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
The Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. Rides to back and leaves it. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The run from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Bobcats! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And a little bit extra pressure on this extra point, but it's good, and we're tied. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fair catch, called for and made. formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Clay. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Zings it complete to the right. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And that is a big one. Not content to go to overtime, they're going to try to get into position to win it here.
Great execution there on that throw by the QB and his intended target, keeping this drive going, getting chunks of yards, trying to get themselves in position to win.
Looking downfield, it's Mahan. Fires left. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. The pressure was rising. Drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise. You can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the Bobcats can really attack on this second and short. Gonna run it. It's Burrell. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, UTSA.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This is the game-winning play. Win it or lose it on this field goal attempt. And it's good on opening weekend. A walk-off field goal to win the game. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
you